So
I'm excited for Electrical too.
Yes, Rangers. I like him. He's got a decent body of work. Where did he go before he went to Plateau United? He was in Heartland, yes?
He was in Heartland. So MFM Heartland, Plateau Rangers. He's moving.
I'm happy. They just showed some coach building up his CV. I see him coaching the national team one day. I think what our coaches need.
Which national team? Because he was part of the under-23 as an assistant.
Yeah. I think the Mama.
It's all about to prove yourself. If you prove yourself,
I like to see him go abroad.
Exactly.
I like to see him go abroad.
I spoke to him yesterday and I mentioned, I said to him, look, when you're done with Rangers, the next step for you will be to go abroad. And he says that he's putting things together. He actually wants to go abroad to study. Study. He wants to go abroad to study.
That's it.
So when he's done with Rangers, he's going to go abroad to study before he takes up another responsibility. He also did say that Plateau United didn't want him to leave. My goodness, this coach has earned well. It says he earned 1.9 million coaching Plateau United.
A month.
That's decent.
Plateau United.
That's minus winning bonus
that's minus tax. So no tax. That's minus tax.
1.9.
And then he was offered 2.5 to stay at Plateau United, tax-free, yes, but decided not to.
Full of Rangers.
Rangers are paying him
because he thinks Plateau United were not ambitious, according to him. But Rangers, after having spoken to what's his name again? No, the guy who runs Rangers now. His name is Owumi. Having spoken to Owumi, he realized that Rangers do have an ambition. They really want to win a trophy next season, and he made up his mind to join Rangers. Despite the monies that they offer him.
They're ready. But for the last 2 years, one of the problems Rangers has had, they played away from home for the last 2 years, and that for me is a factor in Nigerian football. So I'm hoping the stadium is completed because they
Rivers United played away from home and
we saw where they won. They didn't
still
win.
Played continental.
They played away from home on the continent.
Yeah, but the NPFL they didn't play at home. They didn't.
I thought they were playing at home.
Anyway, but he says that's exactly what his plan is.
I hope he does. Get a club side, maybe somewhere in the North Africa or South Africa.
No, this coach is the N-way.
That's very.
That's
minus winning bonus, minus all those other things.
But for me, the key part of that story and what Charles has said, the revelation is willing to study abroad. I think because they have it. I think
it's a personal decision. He's not waiting for the federation, not waiting for the team. You gather your monies if you have it and do something to build your
pro license and A license or whatever it takes to coach, improve yourself and step out. I think he's somebody. I think he's tactically very flexible. I think he's creative. I think he's someone that's willing to think outside the box. I think I was quite happy when I heard about his appointment with Rangers. And I think that could be bringing up good things with them. Not a marriage of convenience, but a marriage made in heaven. And for him to give up such a decent
sum of money,
pay rise, it just shows that it's not all about the Benjamins, but all about the money. But he has
even the achievement he had 2 seasons ago, qualifying for the Champions League.
That was a good one. Yeah.
So he has started building something in Plateau. So leave it and say, I'm going to start again. That for me is bold. That's brave. Not a lot of people can do that.
The former Rangers coach was earning 2 million a month. Maikaba was earning 2 million a month, and for every time Rangers played an away game, it was 300,000 naira in his account every time Rangers played away.
Man, these guys they make money. Just I know the point to coaching now.
I'm a coach. I have a lot of time for. He was quite decent when I was in Canopilas and everything. But
I love his patience.
He's very cerebral. I think
Rangers didn't win anything.
Well, it didn't work out.
Didn't even qualify.
Unfortunately, 2 seasons he was there. Like I said, I thought where they played also mattered, played a factor because all their games were away from home. And I remember when they played in Lagos, we were playing Teslim Balogun. The stadium was bad. It was terrible. And while the Lagos coach was going, you could see we were trying. He just goes, "We play with what we have. We played
It's a solid. It's very sorry, but if you talk to him,
Start
break it down.
nagging and complaining.
It doesn't whinge or whine.
Just goes and says,
Just
"You
goes
get,
on,
we'll
yeah.
try next better."
He's
next
a
time."
gentleman. I like him. I do quite a few. He's a nice guy.
There's a lot of work going on with our facilities. I was on the mainland yesterday, driving past Teslim Balogun Stadium, and I realized that they're
You didn't tell us.
Why don't you make it sound? Why don't you make it sound as going to the mainland is like some kind of safari?
going to the mainland is a chore. For me, it's a chore
Why?
because I as soon as I come down the bridge
Uh-huh.
into the mainland, I get scared.
So people that live on the mainland, they're what?
I don't know how they do it.
The natives,
Now,
they're
wow.
natives.
I don't know how they do it.
Wow.
I don't know how they do it.
See elitists.
Now, wow.
I don't know how
I
they
was on
do
the
it.
mainland, like
Now, wow.
I went to the jungle the other day.
What?
It is a jungle.
What will people that live in Ogun State now say?
Man, mainland is
Oh,
choked.
wow.
It's-
Wow.
I even the last four officials have a different look on the mainland. You're just all the way scared. Anyway, I realized that there's some work going on at the Teslim Balogun Stadium, and they're trying to put cover stands all around the stadium, which is really, really very good. And I thought just to highlight that. Just
But they've been working on it for a while. The point is, get it ready. Because you are depriving fans.
See, that's the problem with Nigerians. Something is being done. You're saying
It's
get
been-
it.
no,
They're
it's
doing it.
no. So the last time football was played at the Teslim Balogun Stadium was 2 seasons ago. Last season there was no football, not even the NNL. All the NNL teams had to move somewhere else, Island, Mobolaji Johnson, to play. I'm just saying that football is not just for the island only. The mainlanders also should get.
It doesn't matter where you play, as far as there's football in Lagos.
It matters though. You play
Doesn't
football on a Wednesday on the island.
Uh-huh.
The game will finish at 6 p.m. to 7.
Uh-huh.
All of us will now join traffic.
So those of us who will now come to the mainland to watch football and go back to the island,
You are against traffic.
we know they
You are against
traffic.
traffic. You are against traffic.
So because of you, we should play on the mainland.
Yes.
Why are you looking down
That's the
on?
need.
Why are you looking down on people that live on the mainland? Like
Did I say that?
well, that's you say go to the mainland scares you.
Yeah, it does scare me.
Why would it scare you?
Because, like I said,
Already-
last more officials
they're
are
asking
different.
you
They're of a
already.
different breed.
They're already asking you, what do you mean?
It's true.
What exactly are you scared of whenever you enter our
When I go
mainland?
to the mainland, I park at Ujele, but I come out, I greet my fam.
Yeah, right.
From there, I go to Oshodi, I park, come out.
They started threatening you already. Look for mainland though. Stay in your land. Now, if it rains, you won't be able to get out.
Oh boy.
Mainland is scary. I beg.
When you want to fly out, we'll see where you used to fly out.
No, why not?
We'll see
They're
now.
building an airport on the
They've been
island.
building
They're
it since.
building an
It's not
airport.
At least in the next
Free
2
trade
years.
zone.
In the next 2 years, you are still here with us. You will come to the mainland to fly.
Anyway, so yeah. Any more observation? That's about it.
Must mention the Super Falcons. I'm just excited. We're building up to the World Cup.
Super Falcons.
I'm excited about it. I'm just going to be happy until we come
Until
home.
what?
Until we come home. Whenever that is.
I like the way you put it, until we come, whenever that is.
Yes, whenever that is.
Because we will come
We
home.
will come home.
With or without the cup.
We will not come home with the cup. That one is confirmed.
No, but whatever, we will come home.
Yes, we will come
Eventually.
home. So,
Whether we stay from.
Everybody will go home now.
So that's
We'll
what
go
The
home.
champions eventually will go home.
Yes.
Exactly.
well, Australia will not go home. They'll stay there.
They'll stay
New
there.
Zealand will stay there
They'll
too.
stay there.
But they're not
But
going to win.
But yes, they will not win too. But I'm excited.
For the
about
Super
it.
Falcons, the story around them is not so good. It looks like it's because on their way to Australia, pictures emerging of the team in different outfits, some carrying bags by Barcelona Football Club, another carrying a bag by Nike, some people by something else. It just looked disorganized. For a national team, there should be a level of
The national team first. First is first. I agree with your point. Are they not branded?
Some of them were branded.
No, are they? No, but they all.
Someone is supposed to talk this thing up. Talk it up.
Anyway, Australia
Where
is
is it?
feeling very confident, and I like that because there's a lot of responsibility on her shoulders to get the goals. I'm hoping that her form, at Barcelona, she can carry through, and
From Barcelona, but she's a bench woman.
but she's a goal. She won the Pichichi. I mean, it's all about goals. She can get us the goals.
Was it this year? No, it was last
She won the Pichichi this
last
year.
year.
You
Last
reckon?
year. She won last year.
I don't know.
But she won the Champions League this year.
Let's
Yeah.
do our talking on the pitch, Biko. Let's do our talking.
They should all do the talking on the pitch.
Exactly. It's easy to sit in front of a microphone and be postulating.
And like I said, we always go, whenever we go through sort of difficult times, we always perform well.
There you go. There you go.
Remember 96? Remember 96?
And I was going to say that's old news. That's and then 96.
2016.
96.
2016. The
What
minister
happened
was
2016?
asking, where's the under 23?
No.
Who sent them to the US? What happened? Who won the bronze medal?
We did that. Please, people don't win. But I mean, yeah,
What
okay.
do you mean we don't win it at the Olympics?
But you win the.
We won a bronze medal at the Olympics.
We won two bronze medals. I
Also,
mean,
you agree now that one?
but
I agree we won the bronze medal.
96 is the epitome of winning is winning the gold. Is
No,
winning
at the Olympics,
competition.
participating is the height. We qualify for it.
Yeah, whatever.
An Olympian.
Yeah,
Just look at to agree. So very cool.
Once you get into the Olympics, you're an Olympian. Whether you win medal.
No, of course you're an Olympian. Whether you win,
Mhm.
the very fact that you get there, and in fact, once you register in the games village, you're an Olympian. Whether you get on the tracks or not, but that's for me. We're talking about winning, and I hope the Super Falcons will prove everybody wrong.
I've never heard you criticize Isabella, which rightly because she's performed well. Because you've always said she's done well for Nigeria. She's never won a gold medal, silver, bronze.
Yeah.
So if that is fine, why is it not fine for the football team too?
No, to be honest, actually, winning a bronze in football at the Olympics, winning an Olympic medal, let me know. No, but it's brilliant, to be honest with you. Yeah, so
But what I always say, Shegun, in support of your line of thinking is that for individual sports, the mentality is one. For a
Yes.
sport like football, you've got to look at 22 mentalities and try to fashion them to be one. And
Yes.
that is one of the most difficult things
Yes.
to do in the world.
So so you give them more credit for winning a shield.
They should get more
Yeah.
credit if they win something.
No, I
against an
mean,
individual.
okay, good point. The 2016 team was in disarray, then, and they still went ahead to win a bronze.
Mhm.
I do agree. I completely forgot the circumstances. I'm just saying that, we're looking for from the Super Falcons. We're looking for that transition from being perennially dominant on the African continent, which we are not even that right now.
Yeah.
Translating that form onto
International
the stage. I think our best. In fact, they've even done what the Super Eagles have not been able to do. They got through to the quarterfinals.
And they're not playing to that time now.
Yeah, but the level of competition.
Yeah,
I never like to compare the women's game with the men's game.
Yeah,
It's not
but
the same.
the truth of the matter is the
not the
women
same.
have done much
The
better
last
than
World
us.
Cup, we made it to the round of 16.
Yeah, not too
So
bad.
that's also not bad.
It's not the same.
The last World Cup, the Super Eagles didn't
Falcons.
get out of the Super
No,
Eagles
I'll-
to get out of the World of the round of 16. Anyway,
Let me read a couple of messages. But I'm going to go down Roll's part now. Sonny Omuteme says, "Good morning. Charles, remember say you be Surulere bread boy.
no, but
Don't
that
worry.
boy, I would have
I'm
to be
waiting for
precise.
Just stay in your
I
island.
have moved up now.
Gosh. Let's see. This here says, good morning to you, Olga. Okay, this is not for us. Okay, good morning, guys in the studio. Tobi from Shomolo. I'm a huge fan of Onana, box office keeper, but I'll hold my position on the treatment of the hair by the club. Disgrace. They easily could have done this in a respectful way and given him a send fault. We consistently treat our great players terribly. He also says the Glazer out. So yeah, let's just leave it at that. We've also got this one that says, okay. This one says, Femi, tell them you cannot shame the shameless. Blackmail who? Good morning, great men of sports zone. This is Ray. We've also got this one that says, we've got to go for. Let me read a few more messages. Babalola Abdul Gafar says, salutation to everyone. It says it tuned in late, so you missed out on some of the best parts in the beginning. It says, Uncle Shegun, hearing from you that you'll be 2 weeks or broke my heart. I understand the task ahead of you, but please, 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 kindly contribute, even if it's 3 days a week via Zoom.
I'll try if I can. I'll try.
Okay? Right. Let's see more
Me
messages.
too, I'm going off for a month.
This one here says, congratulations to Kano Pillars and Katsina United for gaining promotion to the Elite League. I hope they've learned enough lessons in the lower division. Please talk about foreign transfers. God bless you all.
Talk bear. Don't you want to know what's happening in the NPFL?
Fidelity Lichuku is the NPFL manager of the decade. He's not afraid to take on new challenges. The man believes in his abilities. Ricardo from Boyle Streets.
Like imagine of a younger version of Amunike, man. That same mentality and that, drive to conquer new frontiers. I wish him well. I like the guy. Like
Talking about canon pillars, people have said quite a bit about Rabiu Ali.
yeah,
You know,
apparently he's still playing.
it's 43.
42, 43.
And, he's back in the top flight of Nigerian football. To be honest, if canon pillars really want to be progressive, and this is not me knocking Ali, it's not me not doing that. But I saw Ali at the Super 8, and he's not the same player that he was seasons ago. He's slow, and oftentimes when canon pillars were defending, he was completely absent, and that was basically a -1 for canon pillars. So if you're going to make any kind of progression in this league, which has become totally different, teams now have younger players. Something needs to be done to the midfield of canon pillars. A lot was missing in the Super 8, and I'm hoping that they can make amends. And my belief is that Rabiu Ali should play more from the bench.
First things first, Charles. Do you know what the effort it takes?
It's not about effort.
For 42,
it's not about effort. You're the one that said now, some days ago, that the likes of what's his name, our national team captain, should not be in the team.
Yes.
I'm talking about
I'm
talking about the reality. And if you watch canon pillars, okay, watch. Are they going to be part of the Super 8? No, they didn't qualify.
No.
If you watch canon pillars and you watch that midfield, you understand what I'm saying.
No,
it's not about sentiment.
I'm not being sentimental. I'm saying this is a player worthy of celebration. The fact that you're 42, 43 years, obviously, a 42, 40 is not going to be as dynamic.
Which is why I said that he should play
even Ronaldo, for instance, one of the best players to ever kick a ball in the game. How old is Ronaldo? 37, 38?
He was playing from the bench for United, was he not?
Exactly, couldn't play. He couldn't get another club.
That's not taking away his iconic position. No,
so
I'm not doing that.
I'm talking more about his iconism, about his iconic stature as a player.
No, but it doesn't stop him. I mean different. If the coach thinks that he's not contributing enough, then he's not from the back. I remember Rashidi Yekini, when he came back to the MPFL, started a few games, and there was a time he was on the bench. And
I'm not saying whether I should, but I'm just saying that I appreciate Rabiu Ali for what he has done for the game. And I'm amazed that at the end of the day, at 42, 43, he's still able to kick a ball self. You understand? Still What? Guy, can you play in the
No, I'm not saying that it's impossible. I'm not saying it's not a good achievement.
It's a wonderful achievement.
But I think that there's a lot of it around, except he's older than 42, but 42, there's a lot of it around.
There are a lot of 42-year-old players in the MPFL.
I'm sure they are.
Let's come on. Let's recognize.
I'm sure
let's recognize our legends.
That's not what I'm saying, Shegun. It's not about recognition. Yes, he's done well. He goes on record. He's the iconic Dele Ali. Rabiu Ali.
Is it a starter in every game?
Yes, now he plays every game for canon pillars.
Well, that's means
and Super 8, he was played every game.
And that means the coach. So are you saying you know better than the coach? Do you see them in training?
I'm saying this is. Do you know better than Ten Hag or anybody else?
No.
Do you know better than?
Do you see him in
Frank
training?
Lampard?
Do you see
him? The players that you criticize, do you see them in training?
No, but do you see him in training? That's the argument you people.
No. The players that exactly. You see Maguire in training.
Does Maguire play?
He's selected for the national team every now and then.
Because Southgate is myopic.
You see.
Let me read a few more messages. Okay, I'll take this voice note.
Besides,
good morning, Sports Zone. I greet you, the pundits. Charles, I greet you. My name is Kelvin. Charles, don't bother to wait till Monday before you tell us how you met your wife. I know the story.
You told us
maybe you can say it for those who don't know, Sha. But I know you met somewhere in Marshall here under the bridge.
that is not even true. That's not true. That's not
if
true.
I'm wrong, correct me, but I know the story. Anyway, good morning to Madam. It was good to hear her voice. God bless her.
Amen.
Charles, gentlemen, I don't think Harry Kane will flourish if he remains at Tottenham. He should move on.
Okay.
No.
No.
Why'd you call it?
It's very long.
It's just 120.
That's where it is now. That's where it is now.
Calvin,
That's where
it is now.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
That's where it is now, 120, and it's still further, still going further.
But we'll get the point. Anyway.
Yes.
I come. But can you imagine Harry Kane 200k and what's his name?
Sancho.
Sanchez only 350k. Oh, United. So now don't do that. That's why you can't.
I think that for me, even United, I'm even surprised United have not taken 80 million to Spurs.
Look at the United.
This one here says, good morning, great men of Sports Zone. Shegun Lade and Day calling from Lekki. I'm enthused with the feel-good move of my friend Fidelis to Rangers. I really kind of gingered to going into coaching. What do you guys think? It's a long journey. Okay, I've got another voice note, so I'm just going to play this.
Hello, Lagos Talks. This is Lucky from Lagos. Mr. Godwin, this maybe you should ask your friend or Mr. Godwin and Naina. Sorry, Mr. Charles, ask your friend Mr. Godwin and Naina about the plan by Sporting Lagos to build a new stadium inside the landmark. We'd like to know the capacity, what's it going to be like. Is it a full stadium or just a small stadium or something? I'd like to know details. Thank you.
Okay, that's a good one. We will make that call and get the necessary information.
Okay, this says, if the mainland is choked, what will you say about the island? In my days as an Uber driver, I often avoided the island because of traffic and lack of alternative routes. We've also got this, he says, what's so special about Harry Kane that Spurs is holding on to him? I think the dude is overrated compared to British fans. The club should divorce him and get new quality players into the club. Harry Kane is weak and tired. Welansky from Delta says, I used to ask who's crazier, but it's between it's okay with OK crew and Sports Zone crew. Now it's official, you guys, Sports Zone know well. You guys actually called Oga Charles' wife on the program. I'm even surprised you guys don't accuse him of giving his wife expo. I love this show. With the economic situation now, we need some laugh. So Kane is going to stay another trophyless season at Spurs. So coaches in Nigeria get over 1 million naira monthly. Wow. Coaches even earn higher than players. Yes. We've also got this that says, good morning, Sports Zone crew. I'm Peter from Surulere. That Tesla Balogun walk Oga Charles talk about is a work that has been abandoned for several months now. We just hope that they can start the work and finish it as soon as possible. Let's also see. We've got this here that says, Charles, not just fake guy. Mainland is scare you. Ajana Island. My name na Odita. This one says, what if they are being sponsored by the brands they are wearing?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
National team is national team.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. Favor from my Jeremy says, Charles is just picking up on what's not really necessary. If Messi can travel with Barcelona, Argentina with his Adidas bag, why is the likes of Tony Payne, who has a contract with Puma, not allowed to do so? I just think that it's a necessary observation because I saw something like that too, and I find no big deal in it. You want to answer this one?
No, I don't.
So if Messi is traveling, the question you ask is, what's Argentina's national team sponsor?
Exactly.
That answers your question. Once you feel that, you can figure the remaining out. Good morning to everyone. I'm Adeni from Ikorodu. Please, did you read in the news that Nottingham Forest now has a female coach as their player? I would always go and hug her. I hope you guys know what I mean.
We don't.
Forest has a female coach as their player. I don't understand.
I think they have a female coach. That's what he wants to say, not as a player. Olainka from Surulere says, good morning, Lagos Talk. Help me beg my AC Milan team to sign players now. I'll be which kind of club I go fall in love
There's
with.
Chukwueze, you know. 35 million euros.
They want to sign Pulisic also. They brought in Ruben Loftus-Cheek in. Yeah, so they're making moves. Congratulations to Canopiles getting back to the MPFL. Charles, what's special about the island, Jerry?
I used to say that when I was living on the mainland until I moved to the island.
No, but I used to say that too when I was living on the island until I moved to the mainland.
When did you ever live? Where on the island did you live?
I live in Dolphin.
Dolphin Island.
Yes, it is.
Dolphin is mainland now.
No, it's island.
Dolphin is mainland. That place where they flood every now and then.
Dolphin has the access, as in the access
Dolphin
point.
is a lovely. I've been to
Yes.
Dolphin. It's a lovely
Every
place.
June, everybody in Dolphin moves somewhere else.
No,
They come
no,
back
I never
in September.
moved. I never moved. But anyway, Alamili come from a cartoon says, good morning, house. It's good to hear you guys again. Being off radio just got tired of everything. But I remember Uncle Shegun's words that you never give up when there is life. God bless you all.
Yep. Well, that's like
This one says a whole hurricane overrated. How will all these things, with all these things he's playing, make we dey open our eyes well if we do watch football? He also adds that as to Mickey, the hurricane should force his way out of sports. A lot of these stars that held down its Modric, Bale, and others have all moved on. Okay. This is short. Okay, so let's play this voice notes.
That person got it wrong. It is not Nottingham Forest. It is Forest Green. Forest Green has a female player.
For one, does it? Wow.